See me there?
I do.
Perfect.
Let's check our sound here.
Sounding good. Sounding good. There we go.
All good.
All right. Perfect.
Hello, hello. Welcome back.
Hi. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Hello.
Thank you, Connie.
Aw, thanks, honey.
All right, we can get started
All
whenever you're
right.
ready.
Great. Good morning, everybody. My name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I'm a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now for 31 years. Here on my live, we're going to do a Q&A session, so you guys know what to do. Hit that like button. Every 40,000 likes, we're going to do 5 free questions, and we'll go through how you can get a guaranteed question answered here on the live, okay?
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back. In order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 will get you 3 questions answered. $25 will get you 5 questions answered. And $50 will get you 10 questions answered. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member. So stick around until the end. Hello, everyone. Wow.
Hello.
Thank you so much, Anastasia, for the gift, and
Hi,
thank you,
good
Rebecca,
morning.
for the gift as well.
Aw, thanks, you
Welcome
guys.
back. All right, we can get started here with 5 free questions from the comments, so feel free to start putting in some free questions, everyone. Thank you so much, Sarah, for the roses.
Aw, thank you.
All right, our first free question here is from Megan S. Hello, Megan.
Hello,
Welcome
Megan.
back. She says, will I ever get pregnant?
Yeah, you will. Yeah. They're saying it is about 9 months from now, though.
All right. Our next question is from Pebbles. Hello, Pebbles.
Hey, Pebbles.
Who says, will Jay give me the money this week to pay my bill?
I'm not hearing a yes on that. I do hear you're going to have the bill covered, but I'm not getting that Jay is the one doing it. Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Vanessa, who says, when will Derek move?
So they're saying July, honey. Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Steph. Steph says, is there a third party between D and I?
No, I don't get a yes to that. I do hear that there is, say, somebody who has their nose in the business, but not necessarily romantically involved. So it might even just be like a family member or somebody who's sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. Yeah.
All right. And our last free question, just for the moment, is from Brienne, who says, will Ryan show up to meditation? Or sorry, to mediation?
Yeah, I do hear that yes. Yes, I hear. It's very complicated between the two of you, huh? Yeah, definitely.
All right.
All right.
Thank you all so much. And remember to keep on tapping that screen. Once we make it to 40,000 likes, we'll do another 5 free questions from the comments.
That's right.
Thank you so much, everyone. And also thank you so much, Desiree, Jennifer, Sarah, Rebecca, and Fountain of Chocolate for all of the gifts.
Thank you so much, you guys. And thank you so much for being here.
All right. And we did have a few more people come on, so I'm just going to quickly go over everything again.
That sounds good to me.
So hello, everyone. In order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 will get you 3 questions answered. $25 will get you 5 questions answered, and $50 will get you 10 questions answered. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers and a live audience member. So stick around until the end.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all so much. And hello, Dana. Welcome
Hey,
back.
Dana.
Is our moderator here on the live. She can tell you how things work here and answer any general questions you have.
Mm-hmm.
She's great.
She is.
All right, so let's go to our list here. Our first question is from Michelle Placencia.
Hey,
Welcome
Michelle.
back.
Mm.
She gets 5 questions.
Sounds good.
Her first question here is, hi, Rebecca and B. Last night, I felt a shift. I started feeling incredibly positive and with the sense of knowing Fernando is stepping forward soon. It was random that I started feeling it. What exactly was it? I hope to hang on to this positive feeling.
Yeah, and whenever you do feel doubtful, honey, go try to recapture what that feels like, okay? Because that is the best way to manifest what you're wanting to do. So with Fernando, I really hear that you're using your intuition to feel the momentum of what's coming up. Yeah. So it is you tapping into the future.
All right, her next question is, has Fernando realized that he truly wants me in his life?
He knows that he doesn't want to lose you completely. The realization hasn't completely overcome yet. So not fully, but he does know he doesn't want to lose you completely.
All right, her next question is, do you see him putting continuous efforts for when he comes back around? If so, how?
When he comes back around, yeah. I mean, he's going to be much more available, less cold or less short with you is what I hear. Yeah, he'll be more available. That's the best way for him to show it to you anyway.
All right, her next question is, should I keep doing what I am doing and letting him step forward with communication first? I ask this because deep down I get a little scared that if I don't, then it won't happen otherwise. But also I know that's not the case.
No, it's not. And for now, it's okay for you to step back. If you get to the point where you can't stand it anymore, just check in, ask your guides to give you a sign if it's okay for you to reach out. At this point, they do say to hold off, to step back for a bit, just to really make a point and drive it home.
All right, and Michelle's last question here is, you said Fernando was already thinking of coming forward with communication. Is he determined to do it, or is something holding him back at the moment? Thank you.
Well, he's not quite there yet. He's been thinking about it. He has been thinking about you. He has been thinking about the two of you together. He's physically thinking about you as well. So once he gets out of his own way, it's really him that's in the way of things. He'll step forward. But I do hear that it's him. It's just his reservations of being in a committed situation. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Yes.
That is it for her.
All right.
I'm going to go over our list here now, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list, just keep your ears open for your names. And I'll read that out now.
Okay.
All right. Next up on our list is Connie H., then Anastasia Christie, then TC, then Shanta R., then Tiffany Soto, then Erica H., then Melissa Bray, then Deborah Sellers, then Alexis Scott. Then we have Kimber Pell, and we are still adding to that list even as I'm speaking. After Kimber Pell is Audra Grogan. And I'll read it again in a little bit here, guys. Thank you all so much. All right. Our next question here is from Connie H.
Hey,
Hello,
Connie.
Who gets 3 questions.
All right.
All right. Connie's first question is, good morning.
Good morning.
I sent a text yesterday and haven't received a response. Why?
You will. So just be patient. Sometimes people just get a little distracted. I do hear that it was read. Intentions were there to respond, but then life kind of happened. Yeah.
All right. Connie's next question is, what do my guides need me to hear?
I think for you, just they're showing you bringing in your energy a bit. So pulling your energy in so that you have more control over the situation within yourself, as well as the outcome that's happening because of how you are feeling. They're really telling me to tell you to calm the storm. So it's how you're feeling internally. They really want you to get a control and calm energy in your inner being. Okay.
All right. And Connie's last question, she says, please donate.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Connie. She always does that, eh?
All right, let's give Connie a big thank you. She's giving away her last question to one of you here in the comments, so feel free to put in a free question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The first one that I see here is from Melissa. Melissa says, "Why do I keep dreaming of my ex?"
So sometimes when we dream about our ex, it's because we're ready to clear the energy. I hear for you, it really is that there is some trauma around relationships. And so you are ready to clear that. And that's why they're coming up for you. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you,
Mm.
Connie, for
Thank
giving
you so
away
much,
that
Connie.
question. You're
Mm-hmm.
awesome. And remember to keep on tapping the screen, everyone. Once we make it to 40,000 likes, we will do another 5 free questions from the comments.
That's right.
Let's tap, tap, tap.
Yes.
All right. And thank you so much, Lisa, for the roses.
Thank you, honey.
Our next question here on our list is from Anastasia Christie. Welcome
Hello
back.
again, honey.
Anastasia gets 5 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, "Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hope you are doing amazing."
You too, honey.
She says, "I am now back in London. What do you see for me for the next 3 weeks that I will be here before going back home?"
So it does feel a lot different this time. It doesn't feel like when you've been to London before. So I hear a lot of ease. Everything seems to be happening without any kind of resistance. Okay. So it is going to be a good visit, is what I hear. Yeah.
All right, her next question is, "After Billy changed his profile pic, I added a palm tree on my own Instagram profile, which was, or at least I believe, significant for us.
Mm-hmm.
Has he visited my profile and seen it? If yes, did he get the message or not?"
I don't think he understood the message. He did see it, I hear. I don't think he understood the message, but good for you. It's good to do that. Even if he doesn't necessarily understand, he's going to feel the energy of it, right? So the intention is still there.
All right, her next question is, "I know you said that he will make his profile public during the month of February. Is it still the case, and rough idea when exactly?"
So it does feel like it's imminent. It feels like it's going to happen right away. Don't get too caught up on it being public. It just feels to me like the more you pull, the slower the momentum of it is. Okay, so just let it go. Know that it's going to happen. He's going to he's shifting all gears, basically, is what they're saying. So yeah, it'll all go public right away. Yeah.
Her next question is, "Checking again if he would still reach out and when I'm back to our home country and that we will meet in person. Is April still significant for this?"
Yeah. And it's still happening. You guys will see each other in person.
All right, and her last question is, "Billy's thoughts about us. I am more interested to know how he is going to approach the situation and myself, especially since we have not spoken and seen each other for 1 year."
Yeah. So, it's going to be like no time went by. It's going to feel like you guys have always been talking and no time has gone by. So I don't want you to stress or worry that you don't have anything to talk about, because that's not going to be the case at all. When he thinks about you, it's more of a loss. You left. And so there was a separation and a loss there. So that's what he thinks about a lot of the time. He's excited about you coming back. So I do hear that he is happy about that and ready for it.
All right. Thank you so much, Anastasia. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from, one second here. Sorry for Anastasia. I did say Billy's thoughts about us.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Our next question here is from TC. Welcome
TC.
back. Who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, "Morning, Miss Rebecca. S made a comment about if I let him, he would not care. If anything, he would be happy about it. If I know something about S, he always says things that he doesn't mean.
Mm-hmm.
But because of what is happening currently, I believe it. Does he really feel this way? Would it affect him if I called this quits?"
So if you called it off, I mean, yes, of course it would. However, I get this sense that he's trying to really push you. One, so that he has some freedom to do things that he doesn't want to feel guilty about doing behind your back. So he's really trying to push you to break up so that he can do things and not feel guilty. That's what it comes down to. So that being said, do you want to continue on with somebody who wants to do something that you obviously wouldn't want him to do? Obviously not, right? So it does come down to, is this person being fair to you? And I would say right now, clearly not being fair to you, and definitely being very selfish in this situation. And it's all about me, is what I hear on S's part. It's all about S, and S just wants a guilt-free situation. So it was literally trying to push you to break up so that S can go and do things that S knows is not right. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is I keep holding on to you saying things will get better, and I've seen what you've done for others who have been in the same position, but everything for them has come true. It's hard when you are actually going through it.
It is.
When will this change happen? Will it be he will smarten up and realize what he's doing is hurting me, or something to that degree?
So what it feels like to me is almost like we have to separate, or we have to no longer be in each other's lives for us to really come to the realization. So what I don't have is what I realized I wanted, so it's almost like I've got to lose you to be able to love you. And it's a terrible way to think and a terrible way of being, but it almost feels like there has to be a loss of you and you pulling back for us to come back around and come to that realization that, oh, I actually have it good with you and I actually do want this. Again, this is somebody who is very emotionally damaged. Like I hate giving labels to people, but I would even say a bit narcissistic in their way of being. So it's all about me. It's all about what my needs are, and what I need is more important than what you need. And that is S's personality, honey. And it does feel to me like it is relationship trauma and damage. Okay. Not just romantic relationships, but also other relationships. So friends, family, that type of thing as well. Yeah.
All right, and TC's last question here is I know this is a question maybe for me personally, but I always welcome your advice and guidance. Is this relationship worth saving?
That's a big question. So what I can see is that the potential for things to get better is still there. However, being treated in a not so nice way doesn't make it worth sticking around. So if you're feeling less than okay in the situation, it's always best to do what's best for you and not so much on holding on to a relationship where you're hurting. Now, that being said, again, your guides are really saying that the loss of you is what kind of wakes them up. So you may want to reconsider the relationship itself. If you're being hurt in this way, it's not worth pushing through it. Again, this individual does have some tendencies and some selfishness energy that you can't change that, right? So they really do need to see it from a different perspective. Yeah. I'm sorry, honey. It's really tough.
All right, that is it for TC. Thank you so much. And I'm going to read out our list here now, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list and you'd like to know when you're coming up, I'm going to read it out now.
Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Shanta R., then Tiffany Soto, then Erica H., then Melissa Bray, then Deborah Sellers, then Alexis Scott, then Kimber Pell, then Audra Grogan, then Christy Froelich, then Alyssa Manuel, then BP, then Rebecca Combs. Then we have Jacqueline Nazario, then Alessia Meda, then Alyssa Atwood, then Alessandra Watson, and that's it for now. We are still adding to that list, everyone, so don't panic if you didn't hear your name right away there. Even as I'm talking, we're adding more. After Alessandra Watson is Anita B, okay, guys? And I'll read that list out again in a little bit here. Also, if you would like to get on that list and get your questions answered, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. Thank you so much, everyone. Also, remember to keep on tapping that screen. You guys are doing such a great job already.
Good job. Good job.
Let's get to our 40,000 likes. And once we do, we'll do 5 free questions from the comments. Thank you so much, everyone. All right. Our next question here, back to our list, is from Shanta R. Hello,
Hey,
Shanta. Shanta gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Her first question here is, hello and
Hi.
good morning.
Good morning.
What's coming up for me work-wise in the next 3 to 6 months, please? Any changes or new job opportunities?
So I'm not seeing any significant changes in the next 3 months. It does look like there is going to be a job opening or opportunity. They're saying around July for you. I will say that this is going to be a little bit different from what you're doing now. So it's different, but your guides are saying go for it. Okay.
All right, Shanta's next question is, what's coming up in the next few months for my personal life with family or love, please?
So I do see the significant relationship. It does feel to me like they're basically showing me this. So somebody you're getting closer to. This is romantically. This isn't friendship wise. So it does feel to me like there is a romantic interest over the next. I hear around 5 months. Yeah.
All right, and Shanta's last question is, anything I need to know about my current relationship with Alex for my highest good, please?
So what I hear with Alex, you guys have this very interesting history, and it does feel to me like just you in general, you've had a lot of lives together, and you guys are honestly the best of friends. In many of your lives, you've been super close. So I don't want you to feel like you can't have that same closeness now. Honestly, you guys, you just seem to know each other. You can really feel each other's intentions and purpose and desires and wants. So this is an individual who is a part of your soul family, is a part of your future, is a part of your past as well. So this is somebody who is significant to you. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Tiffany Soto.
Hey,
Welcome
Tiff.
back, who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Her first question here is, hi ladies,
Hi.
morning.
Morning.
Last night I got really emotional and cried about Rylan. I
Oh.
have this feeling of missing him and missing the connection. Why are these feelings coming up?
Well, I mean, it is normal because you haven't had the same connection that you've had before. So it is normal for you to go through that process. It's very important to understand that you're purging the feelings. It's okay to have them. I do want to say don't get stuck in them. So don't stay in those feelings. When you're feeling that way, it is important to shift yourself into a better state of being. So the next time if it comes up, I want you to remind yourself of the positive steps going forward. What is coming up for the two of you? Okay. So really focus your attention more on the future when you're feeling that way about this lack of connection that you guys have right now. Okay. It will shift.
All right. Her next question is, does Rylan feel my energy pulling back since at the moment my focus is on Landon? If so, how does Rylan feel about it?
So I will say not consciously, but definitely can sense that. It is important to understand that whenever we do pull our energy back, there's a really interesting thing that happens. So either those people that we pull back from will try to contact us, or they'll come up in different ways in our life to just remind us of the connection. And I do hear that there has been a lot of like reminiscing happening over the last few weeks.
All right. And her last question is, I also have this feeling like Rylan wants to reach out, but something is stopping him. Is he feeling this way of wanting to reach out?
I do hear that there is this desire to reach out. I hear that the reason that I haven't done it is just because it doesn't feel like it's okay, or like there's no go ahead energetically. It feels blocked on both sides. So from both of you. So you're both blocking that energy. If you want to reach out or have them reach out, then I would recommend shifting the energy so that you can say, okay, if you want to talk, we can talk.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Erica H. Welcome
Hey,
back.
Erica.
Who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Erica's first question here is, hi ladies, I hope you both are well and thank you for your help.
Aw, you too, honey.
She says, I met Carl this weekend and things were amazing.
Good.
However, he is still very resistant to dating because we live a few hours away from one another. Will he be able to move past this block?
Yeah, eventually. I mean, you guys are still going to have communication and you're still going to be casual. It's not going to get serious for a little bit. So just know that this is more casual and fun, but it will get better. Yeah.
Her next question is, Carl has told me he is still messaging women on a dating app and may still go on dates with women in the area. Do I need to prepare myself for things to become romantic for him with someone else?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, will Carl make the effort to schedule time for us to get together again? And if so, when will we see one another again face to face?
Yeah, it looks like it won't be that long. It's only about 4 weeks away. So we'll be in March.
All right. Thank you so much, Erica. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Melissa Bray.
Hey,
Hello,
Melissa.
who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Melissa's first question here is, hi girls.
Hi.
Just wanted a general on me and John. What do you see?
So with you and John right now, again, the energy is very separate. It does feel to me like there is quite the distance between the two of you. You're both in very different places, honey. So where you're at is not where John is. So I do hear that although you want a reconnection, it's not happening right now. Okay. So you guys are both in very different places energetically.
All right, her next question is, I know you said he's a soul family. Just wanted to know what it means. Did he feel the connection as well?
Absolutely, he felt a connection. So when we have soul family, here's the funny thing is sometimes soul family will stick around. Sometimes they just come in to help us through a certain thing or have us learn a certain lesson and then they'll move on again. But what you can feel with a soul family is kind of like what I described before, where it doesn't matter how much time has gone by. When you are together, it's like no time at all has passed. You guys just seem to know each other and feel each other in a very deep and almost psychic way. Yeah.
All right, and Melissa's last question, she says, general in love. Thanks, girls.
Love is coming, honey, and I don't want you to be afraid of it, okay? So get very open, receptive, and ready is what they say. Open, receptive, and ready.
All right. Thank you so much, Melissa. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Deborah Sellers. Hello, Deborah.
Hey, Deborah.
Who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Deborah's first question here is, will my boyfriend Steve and I continue getting closer in our relationship?
Yep, I hear. Yep.
All right, her next question is, will I receive my inheritance this month after the 15th of this month?
So I'm hearing that it's about 7 weeks away.
All right. And Deborah's last question is, will Steve and I move next year to SC? Thank you. Blessings.
So I'm not getting a yes. There is a move, but I'm not hearing SC. So for whatever reason, that's not where you're heading. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Deborah. That's it for her.
Okay.
And thank you so much for the gifts, Rebecca, Poonam, Sarah. You guys are great.
Thank you, guys.
And remember to keep on tapping the screen, everyone. We're already halfway to
Nice.
our like goal. You guys are doing great. Once we make it to 40,000 likes, we'll be doing 5 free questions from the comments. All right. Our next question here is from Alexis Scott. Hello, Alexis. Welcome back. Alexis's first question here, she says, hi, ladies.
Hi.
I received a job offer and accepted.
Yay.
Will this job be good for me or should I wait for a different job offer?
No, I definitely hear that this is a great starting point for you. It's not going to be your forever job. So I do see that you will move on from it, but you're going to learn a lot and it's going to give you the confidence boost that you need. Yeah. So it's good for you.
All right. Our next question here is from Kimber Pell. Hello, Kimber.
Hey, Kimber.
Welcome back. She gets 3 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Anything from my friend Larry? I miss him. He was a great boyfriend.
Oh, very genuine soul. Yeah, I would say a very bright star is how they describe this individual. Always, always, always happy, always in a place of joy and definitely still there. Yeah, a very happy soul, I hear.
All right, Kimber's next question is, do you think I still need oral surgery as no more pain now since dentist repair?
That's good that they did the repair. I hear that you will eventually still need the surgery, but for now, if it's not painful, leave it alone. It's sort of like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
All right, and Kimber's last question here is, will my hubby work till August, want to make a trip while he can enjoy it?
Yeah, I do hear that this is the last year for work. It feels to me like till the end of the year, and then that's it. He won't be able to work after that. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Kimber. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Audra Grogan.
Hello.
Audra gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Her first question here is, will I win my disability case?
So I hear you will. It doesn't feel like it's going to be easy though. So I don't get that it's like immediately you win. It's more like you have to, you really have to fight to have the win, but you will win it. Yeah.
All right. Audra's next question is, will my marriage continue to stay strong?
Yes. Yeah.
And her last question is, will my son get his driver's license?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No problem there.
All right. Thank you so much, Audra.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Christy Froelich, who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
And welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Christy's first question is, good morning.
Good morning.
Will my daughter get pregnant soon?
So it does look like it's going to happen this year. They're showing me around August. So Tell her to get her body ready if she's trying to get pregnant. So eating healthy and making good choices for her body.
All right. Her next question is, the spirit that visited me, is that my dad?
I don't hear that it was your dad. I hear that the spirit that came through was a family member, but it doesn't feel like dad. It feels, it's like an uncle, or it definitely was male energy, but it's not dad is what they keep saying to me. It feels more like an uncle. Yeah. You have a lot of an activity in your space, so it's not always dad. Sometimes it's other family members. I don't hear that it's anybody scary. It's good people that you like or would like. They're part of your family.
All right. And her last question is, what do the spirits want me to know?
I will say for you more than anything, your intuition has been pretty good lately, and it does feel to me like they're turning it up. So you're going to be starting to work with your gifts a little bit more. They really show me animals. So you have a knack with animals, or you have a way of, you may not love them, but they seem to be very attracted to you. And it's just because they know that you can understand them on some level. So you might want to explore that.
All right. Thank you so much, Christy. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Alyssa Manuel. Hello.
Hello.
Who gets 5 questions.
Sounds good.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Her first question here is, what was my past life like?
Okay. So it looks like you had a very we'll say trying last experience. I do see that you had a lot of physical labor. So you worked outdoors physically, farming, but also they're showing you like making a mix of something. So I think you used to make like houses, or helped with making houses, and it looks almost like when you make a mixture to make like bricks, but it's like an old way of doing it. So it's like straw and water and mud, and I don't know what the other mix is that they're throwing in there, but there's something else they're throwing in there, and you're making this and you're working on like helping build this community. It was a very hard life. It feels to me like you spent a lot of time physically at your job is what I hear. So that was like the peak of what you experienced for most of your life was this job. And it does feel like you were kind of forced into it. So I don't feel like you were a willing participant. It does feel like maybe you were made to do it. And I mean, you got compensated, but not maybe necessarily how you should have been compensated. And that's kind of how you lived out your life is doing this until you couldn't do it anymore, basically. Yeah.
All right. Alyssa's next question is, what was my daughter's past life like?
Oh, she had a very nice one. I do hear for her, it feels to me like it's I think it's London. It does feel to me like it's early, like 1850 is what I feel. And she had a very luxurious life. It looks like she had a lot of things. She had a lot of like the family was well off. She married into a nice family. She had a lovely life experience. It looks like she had 2 children in that life, and she really enjoyed the experience of that life in particular. Was very, we'll say, posh, and she was very to do, she had a lot of nice things, and she really liked the things. So she might have very expensive taste, just to warn you now. She might just be a little bit pricey.
All right. Alyssa's next question is, will I ever have more kids?
So you have the opportunity to have one more, they're saying, but it hasn't been decided yet, is what they're saying. So it really depends on you making that final decision. There is a soul around you that does pop in once in a while and does sometimes think about coming through, but you have to be the one that says, yes, I want it. Okay. So one more.
Alyssa's next question is, if Duran isn't my life partner, when or how will I meet my life partner?
So I do hear that's not your life partner. Sorry. I know that's tough. What I do hear is that the person that you have coming in is about 2 years away. This individual is very different from the types of people that you've had in your like relationship wise. Very, I'm going to say they're very mature. They're very financially focused. So they're all about saving and having enough for like a rainy day, that type of thing. They're coming in. How do you guys meet? So it does feel to me like you're introduced, and it might even be through like a work related thing, or like somehow you go to their work and this is how you guys are interacting. Yeah.
All right, and Alyssa's last question is, I'm so confused why I'd have another person on their way. Duran is so sweet and seems like he wants to be together forever. I wonder why it won't work. Will we at least be long term?
It does feel like you guys have, some time together for sure. It's not like you're dropping off from each other right away or anything. It just feels like there's just a different person. Yeah. Sometimes it's just the way it is. And sometimes the person in between is to show us the potentiality of what we actually do have coming, and is to help, ease that time until they do come in.
All right, thank you so much, Alyssa. That's it for her.
Okay.
All right, and there is 10 minutes left to donate, everyone. 10 more minutes left to get on the list. If you would like to get on the list and get your questions answered, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. And again, that is 10 minutes left to get on the list, everyone. Thank you all so much.
Mm-hmm.
And also remember to keep on tapping that screen. You guys are doing such a great job. Once we make it to 40,000 likes, we will do another 5 free questions from the comments.
Perfect.
Also, thank you so much, Carly, for the gifts.
Oh, thank you, honey.
All right, back to our list here. Our next question is from BP.
Hey,
Hello,
BP.
Who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
BP's first question here is, a nail salon has been taking money from my account. When I go to ask for a refund, will they return it or will I have to threat a civil suit? Any suggestion to have them refund ASAP, like ask who to talk to about it? The bank shows it's coming from their business.
Yeah, so I would file a claim with your bank as well. But definitely I would. Yeah, so I'm hearing that you may want to change your card. It does feel like somebody might have a copy of it and is using it for nails. That's what I'm hearing. So you will have to go and talk to them, talk to the manager owner. Okay. And yeah, I do hear you will have to threaten them, but file a claim with your bank that it's unauthorized.
All right, her next question is, now that James and I have had to deal with the passing of the dog, taking her for cremation, etc., we cried together.
Mm-hmm.
Does us going through that together allow him to want to be more committed or more reason to open his heart to me?
It definitely helps him open, honey. And I will say, I'm glad that the dog was with you and not with James, because the dog would have been by itself when it passed if that was the case. So I'm glad that you were there to be for the dog, and that really was the whole reason for that. That's why it was so short. But this absolutely opened up James's heart to you. Yeah.
All right, and her last question is, would it be a bad idea maybe next week to say something like, if he's thought about moving in, without being forceful in my tone?
I would give him a couple of weeks just because he is grieving and he is, going to not necessarily be in the most receptive of places. Yeah, give it a couple of weeks before you ask. But yeah, it's okay as long as you keep it light.
All right, thank you so much, BP.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
Okay.
And thank you so much, Zaria, for all of those gifts. You're awesome.
Thank you, honey.
Our next question here is from Rebecca Combs.
Hey,
Welcome
Rebecca.
back, who gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Her first question here is, hi, ladies.
Hey.
Can you tell me who Tony is actually in love with? I'm not even sure if he knows. LOL.
I would reckon to say Tony's in love with Tony. We already know this, right? There's love for both, I hear. It feels to me like it's different kinds of feelings. So love for both is what I hear. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, can you tell me what I can do to help my oldest son? He is really struggling.
Mm-hmm. It's very important that you do get him to open up. It really does feel like he's got to talk. He has a hard time expressing and working through feelings. So you may want to talk to him about like journaling or, just even doing something to like purge the feelings. Okay. Is what I hear. It feels to me like he needs to talk more than anything. So don't lecture him though. Okay. It's really important that you just like try to encourage the talking, but don't lecture him. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, I feel lost in life right now. Can I have some help from my guides, please? And thank you.
So sometimes we're a little bit lost before things start falling into place. And I do hear for you, you've forgotten the things you've asked for. You've forgotten the things that you do want and have desired in the past. So try revisiting some of the things that made you inspired. They do recommend for you get into a nice meditative state and start really working through some of this, we'll say, sticky energy is how it feels, and it's not yours is what they're saying. So it comes from the people around you. Yeah. It's very often something that plagues people who are empathic, and you're definitely very empathic.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
And she said, spot on.
Awesome.
All right. Our next question here is from Jacqueline Nazario. Hello, Jacqueline.
Hello, honey.
Who gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Her first question here is, hello, Rebecca. Been learning a lot about my birth chart and my purpose. Pluto is currently in my 8th house and it will touch my south node soon. What do you see taking place? Will I be okay?
Yes, honey. Don't worry about that stuff. So yes, you're going to have a little bit of chaos, I hear. It's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking. But what you got to do then is just take your power back. So go commune with nature, do your more meditations, more focus, more getting things in the path that you want them to be. Remember that just because where your planets are heading has impact on you, but it's not controlling you. So it's how you are affected internally and how you respond to that is important. Okay. So take that energy, and I literally they're showing me you kicking Pluto out. So kick that planet away. Don't get too caught up on the fact that the energy is a bit crazy and a little bit unpredictable. Okay. Cause that's, it's going to come and pass, and you don't want to lose momentum just because of that. Okay.
All right. Her next question is, just checking in again. How long will I stay working at this school?
So it feels like you're there this entire term, so all the way until school is done. I'm not worried about you at all. And I do hear that you're going to have like a renewal opportunity for 2 different schools is what they're saying. So it might be that you aren't staying where you are and you might shift to another school where you're more needed, but you have the opportunity to also stay where you are. So you're going to have the option of 2 schools, I hear.
All right. And her last question is, I've been thinking about getting a second job in hospice care. Will this be okay for me?
So yes, you are very sensitive, especially when it comes to people crossing. So just make sure that you are taking care of yourself. If you do hospice care, it is a hard job, but it's easier as long as we're taking care of ourselves energetically. So make sure you're clearing your energy after your day, and that you're working through any feelings that you might be having, and just don't ignore any feelings that come up during that process. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
All right, and there is 5 minutes left to donate, everyone. 5 more minutes left to get on the list. If you would like to get on the list and get your questions answered, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. Thank you all so much. All right, I'm going to quickly go over our list again here, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list, or you just like to know how long it is, I'm going to read it out now. Next up on our list is Alessia Meda, then Alyssa Atwood, then Alessandra Watson, then Anita B., then Kayleen Rodriguez, then Toya Clay, then Pam Marks, then Anna Stewart, then Huelva Arredondo, then Aaron Early, then Whitney Ashford, then Janice Thurman, then Vanessa H., then Tracy M., then Melissa Bray, then Pauline Tedesco, then Anastasia Christie, then Poonam K., and that's it for now. Thank you all so much. And these are your last few minutes left to get on that list, everyone. Also, I see that we just made it to our like goal. Great job, everyone. All right, that means that it is time for 5 free questions.
Good
Yay!
job, everybody. Woohoo.
Feel free to start putting in your free questions, everyone. All right, our first free question here is from Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear says, will I have more kids? I'm going for surgery soon, and I hope it's worth it.
It is worth it. Yes, you will. Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Danielle. Hello, Danielle.
Hi,
Who says,
Danielle.
when will hubby move on to someone else? Because I feel like until that happens, I'm emotionally stuck.
Yeah. So they're showing me June of this year. So it does feel to me like the summertime, honey. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Danny. Danny says, will Stacy and I reconcile soon?
So I get a no, honey. They're giving me a different person is coming in. So somebody new is coming into your life. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Lisa. Hi, Lisa,
Hey,
who says,
Lisa.
when will my finances get better?
Next year. So you're going to work on them, but it looks like next year. I do hear to be a little bit stingy this year. So try saving as much as possible. Okay. They're saying that you're going to need it. Yeah.
All right. And thank you for all of those gifts.
Hmm.
All right. And our last free question here, just for the moment, is from Aaliyah. Aaliyah says, will I go past my due date?
Yeah, you will. Not much though. It's just a few days past.
All right. Thank you all so much. You guys
Yes.
are amazing.
You are.
Our next like goal is 80,000 likes. Let's all keep on tapping together and we'll get there in no time. Once we make it to 80,000 likes, we'll be doing 5 free questions from the comments. All right. And this is your last 2 minutes left to get on the list, everyone. 2 more minutes left to donate. Our next question here, back to our list, is from Alessia Meda. Welcome back.
Hello,
Who gets
honey.
3 questions.
Okay.
Her first question here is, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hope you're doing good.
You too, honey.
Do my guides say it's the right decision to do the summer school that takes place in Thessaloniki? Sorry if I said that wrong. Or
Yes.
should I do another one? Maybe the one in Frankfurt?
No, the first one there. I can't. I'm not even going to attempt to say it. What did you say? Thessaloniki?
Thessaloniki? I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, we're probably butchering it. But yeah, the first one.
All right. Alessia's next question is, my friend recommended me to take black cumin oil against my allergies. Will it help or will I get side effects?
I get a little bit of resistance, honey. So I do hear maybe not a good idea. What I would recommend, and I mean, it's on your friend's side, it's very helpful for them, but I hear for you, your system's a little bit more delicate. I would talk to a naturopath about what would help you with your sensitivities and your allergies, honey. You want to be very careful about certain things that you take, okay? Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, how is Luca feeling about me?
So you've been coming up a lot, especially the last 2 weeks. I do hear that you've been in Luca's thoughts a lot. So I will say it does feel like it's positive thoughts. I don't get any kind of negativity or resistance or anything. It feels like I've been thinking a lot about the past, really, is what I'm hearing. So.
All right. Thank you so much, Alessia. That's it for her.
Okay.
All right, and we are now going to be closing our list here, everyone. So we won't be taking any more new donation questions to be added to the list. We're just going to be finishing off everyone who has already donated. Thank you all so much. You guys are amazing. And again, remember to keep on tapping that screen, everyone. Once we make it to 80,000 likes, we will be doing another 5 free questions from the comments.
That's great. We'll get there in no time. You guys are always fast.
Yes, thank you so much. All right, our next question here is from Alyssa Atwood. Alyssa gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Her first question here is, I'm about to start a new job. How do you see that going?
Okay, so keep it professional. Don't get involved with any of the politics in the environment, the work environment. Okay, so I do hear keep your private life to yourself. But other than that, it's going to be just fine. I hear it's going to be hard not to keep things to yourself, but I hear you really should in this environment. Okay, because there's a couple of people that can be a little problematic. Yeah.
All right, Alyssa's next question is, I can feel my energy being pulled on. Do you know who that is?
Okay, so they do say that it is a X. It feels to me like not the last X, the one before is what I'm hearing. So the best thing to do, honestly, is to get into a nice meditative state and find out where their energy is actually attached, unattach them, and stick them up into source energy.
All right, and her last question is, what do my guides feel I should know to help my higher self?
I think for you more than anything, sometimes we take for granted that we have a lot of tools in our tool belt that can help us a lot. And I hear with you, you don't necessarily de-stress yourself. So meditation, listening to soothing music, going out into nature, things of this nature, I would do on a more regular basis is what I'm hearing from them. They're really recommending that you de-stress yourself. Yeah, you take for granted sometimes that because when you go to sleep, you feel better or you feel refreshed in the morning or you don't feel as bad. And so you take for granted that you're okay, but they're saying that you're not necessarily okay. So you need to take it a little step further, okay?
All right, thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Alessandra Watson. Hello, welcome back. She gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Her first question is, hey ladies, any messages from my guides?
Yeah. So for you, I'm going to say, you have a lot of energies in your life and in your energy field that tend to, we'll say, be a little overwhelming or a little bit too much. So they are saying and recommending that you do minimize your exposure to anybody that makes you feel not so great when you're around them. Okay. There's no reason, no matter who they are, that you should expose yourself or put yourself in a situation where you're hanging out with people that are not good for you.
All right. Her next question is love reading.
So for you, I do hear love is very important this year. So there does seem to be a very significant individual in your life or coming up this year for you. I do hear you have some healing around the heart chakra. So I would work through that. Just so that you can be very open with this individual in a different way from what you've been used to. Okay. You wear your heart on your sleeve, but at the same time, you have a bit of a wall between you and others when you are trying to open up. So they do want you to heal that aspect of yourself. Okay.
All right. And Alessandra says, donate this question. And
Aw,
I hope everyone
amazing.
has a fulfilled 2024.
Aw, thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you so much. All right, let's give Alessandra a big thank you. She's giving away her last question to one of
That's
you
so
here in the
sweet.
comments.
Nice.
All right. The first one that I see here is from Cheryl. Hello,
Hey,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Cheryl says, did my boyfriend lie to me last Saturday who he was hanging out with to watch an event?
Nope. I hear he was honest. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you, Alessandra, for giving away that question.
Yes.
All right. Our next question here, back to our list, is from Anita B.
Hey,
Hello,
Anita.
who gets 3 questions.
Sounds good.
Her first question here is, good morning, ladies.
Good morning, honey.
Happy Tuesday.
Oh, happy Tuesday to you too.
One thing I'm struggling with regarding B is that I am trying to balance being present and interacting with him, but at the same time, I don't want him to be comfortable with me being there and being friend zoned, so to speak. So if I am just there all the time initiating everything, he won't miss me or have any reason to change anything between us. What can my guides tell me about this in general? Which is better, or am I striking the right balance?
Yeah, I think you're doing a good job in your balancing of it because you're not there for every single interaction. I mean, you're there for a lot of it, but you're not there for every single one. I do want you to understand that with B, it's very important that when B is in already a relationship, there is no room for anything else other than that. So he's not going to, he's not a cheater, is really what they come down to with that energy. So it can be hard to balance that with him because he sees you as a friend, right? So you got to either be okay with that you are at right now in that friend zone, and you will be there until B is in a different situation.
All right, her next question is, you mentioned we would start having more communication in private messages. I have been the one to initiate it before in the past, and I feel like it's important to me that he starts initiating that communication because I don't want to be chasing him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see him taking steps to reach out? And if so, while I know it wouldn't happen while he's involved with someone else, when do you see that change happening?
So I don't get the sense that he's going to start initiating anything anytime in the near future. So it's not like within the next month or two. It doesn't feel to me like it's going to be on immediately right afterwards or anything like that. He's going to need to know that you are an option. So you're going to have to kind of change your thinking a little bit around that. Don't think of it as you chasing. Think of more of like, I'm giving you the green light. So when you do find out that B is in a different situation, I would highly recommend messaging. Yeah. Just to give that green light. Yeah.
All right, and Anita's last question here is general about what ancestors you see around me and any messages to pass on in general from them.
So I would say for you, you have a lot of feminine energy, and it does feel to me like we really rely heavily on our, our grandmother, great grandmother, great great grandmother energy. So when it comes to what you're leaning on, it's that feminine side, and that's really what they're emphasizing for you is your femininity. I mean, there's a lot of raw power there as well, is what I hear. So that's really what I would work with whenever we're trying to manifest or we're trying to move things in a certain direction. It's your family's feminine energy that you want to tap into.
All right. Thank you so much, Anita.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Kayleen Rodriguez.
Hey, Kay.
Hello, Kayleen. She gets 5 questions.
Okay.
Her first question here is, hi, Rebecca
Hi,
and
hon.
Amy. Good morning. I hope you're both having a beautiful morning.
Aw, thank you. You too.
She says, I've had a really bad flare up these past few days from my autoimmune, but among my symptoms I had one night, I had tightness and pain in my forearms that woke me from my sleep. Is this from my autoimmune or is it something else? Can you tell me the cause, please?
So it definitely does feel to me like it is inflammation. So it is pertaining to what's going on. It's stress related is what they're saying. Okay. I would get tested. I would go to the doctor. I would definitely not leave that. That is something that's very serious. The tightness feels to me like it's the constriction. It's stress related is what I hear though. Okay. So that's what triggered it.
All right, her next question is, can I get a general reading on the next few months?
Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot going on. And I know for you, like January, February were slow, but they're showing that there's a lot happening over the next 3 months. The movement is more around your stability and your security. So they're really focusing on getting you stable, and especially around money is what I hear. So it's financial security is what they're really focusing on for you. So use your guides for that because that's what they're there for.
All right, her next question is, Jamie wanted to ask, do you see the possibility of a child with me in the future or marriage?
Yes. Yeah. This is a very highly likely possibility. I hear. Yes.
All right, her next question is, Jamie asked if she can know about one of her recent past lives, please. Any details appreciated.
Sure. Okay. So they say Singapore loud and clear. I'm seeing Singapore. It is, so it's like very early stages of, I'm hearing a small community. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of people. I would say maybe 2,000 people live there. That's about it. It, it took a lot to survive. It does feel like there was some, not famine but there was some bad weather at some point, and it does feel like there was a lack of resources, and quite a few people actually perished from it, is what I hear. Jamie being one of them. It does feel to me like up until that point, things were going pretty okay, but then there was, it really feels to me like it might have been a natural disaster or something happened that just caused a failure to crops, and there was just not enough food. Yeah.
All right, and her last question is, my partner Jamie has been expanding little by little in her business. One person named B in particular that I had become cool with and invited in has been coming around a bit, but they've been a bit alarming to Jamie. She also is a practicing psychic and one day came on one of Jamie's lives to ask questions, then gave a small reading to another client during the live. Proceeded the following day to come into Jamie's live and interact a bit with others the way I do usually, and Jamie noticed it. I wasn't there to see it, so she pointed it out to me. What do you see are B's intentions? Is there jealousy of Jamie and I, or something to worry about?
Yeah, I hear that this is somebody who is not as they are presenting themselves to be. So I get a lot of resistance. I would block that person. They feel like they're a little bit shady, and they're not who they say they are, is what I hear. So they're really pretending to be somebody that they're not really. So not a good energy.
All right. Thank you so much. And that is it for Kay.
All right.
Our next question here is from Toya Clay. Hello, Toya.
Hey, Toya.
Who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Toya's first question here is, good morning, lovelies.
Good morning.
What do I need to ask for at the vet for my kitty? Blood work? What? Do you know what's wrong with my kitty so I can tell them what to test for to get her help?
So I would definitely get a urine test and blood work done. It does feel to me like it's kidney related. So it might just be that we're not, it's like we're not flushing the system fast enough, or the system's not flushing properly. Yeah. That's what the kidneys do, right? They take toxins out of our system. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, please expound on that karma situation with relationships. You said I should meet my soulmate in about 9 months, but I have to heal some kind of trauma. What do I do? I'm so ready.
Okay. So when we're talking about trauma, it's when you think about past relationships, and this is not just romantic relationships, but also friends and family. If there's any kind of negative tendencies, especially in the romantic relationships, when you're thinking about bringing in love, if you have any bad feelings towards that person, that's the energy we got to heal. Okay. So if you think about your ex and you're like, you know, whatever words come to your mind. I wish I never knew that person. It's very important to go inside and find out why you connected to that person in the first place and how to then be okay with that and move beyond it. So each person that comes into our life experience, even if they're not the best experience, comes in with that basically the potential of teaching us and guiding us and giving us an experience that is meant to help grow our spirit. So if we can look at it from a more positive aspect and not have negativity towards it, it helps us to let it go. And so it really comes down to that. So go into a nice meditative state and just once you're relaxed, ask your subconscious, who is the person that I'm still working on releasing? Who am I still connected to that I need to let go? And when you see that person, you might be surprised. You might not be surprised, but get the information that you need to let this individual go. And I always say, check your body because there's always an energy point that they are connected. It can be in the front, could be in the back, could be in the head, can be anywhere. So just check where you feel that energy, pull it out, put it up into source.
All right. Toya's next question is, when will we sell our house?
Okay, so it looks like the house won't sell until around June. So if you are already on the market, I would say declutter is like make it less personal in the space. Declutter as much as possible, but I'm hearing June. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, am I at my forever job?
No. You're there for a few years, I hear, but then there will be something else that comes up for you that you will change. Yeah, you'll change jobs.
All right. And her last question is, more general information, please, but please be specific as I get confused when general words are used.
Okay. So for you, your focus this year really needs to be about your stability. It needs to be about your finances. It comes down to you being more focused on what are your future goals when it comes to your finances, to your money, to your home situation, to that stability that you're asking for, okay? Stay very clear and focused. Use meditation, use journaling. Those are the best tools that you can ever use that will help you to just get clear on what you're wanting and what you're manifesting. Remember that this is a very good year for people. Not everybody, but for a lot of people, it's a luck year. It's the year of the dragon. It's a very strong, financially abundant year for a lot of us. So ride that momentum, ride that energy, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for Toya.
All right.
And thank you so much for all of the gifts, everyone. Thank you, Zaria. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Zay. And thank you, Lisa. You guys
Thanks,
are great.
guys.
Also, thank you, Carolyn.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to go over the list now, everyone. So if you have donated to be on the list, just keep your ears open for your names. Next up on our list is Pam Marks, then Anna Stewart, then Huelva Arredondo, then Aaron Early, then Whitney Ashford, then Janice Thurman, then Vanessa H., then Tracy M., then Hanan Abdullah, then Melissa Bray, then Pauline Tedesco, then Anastasia Christie, then Poonam K., then Camilla Hellam, then Jessica C., then Audra Grogan, then BP, then Shuna Norton, then Kimber Pell, and that is it. Thank you all so much. And remember, everyone, our list is closed for this live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be added to the list. We're just finishing off everyone who was read out there. Thank you all so much for donating, by the way. And remember to keep on tapping the screen because at 80,000 likes, we will do another 5 free questions from the comments. Let's all tap together. We'll get there in no time. All right. Our next question here is from Pam Marks. Hello,
Hey, Pam.
Who gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Our first question here is, good morning, ladies. Hope you all have a fabulous day.
You too, honey.
When will Keith reach out to fix things after how we ended our visit yesterday?
Oh, it doesn't feel like it's going to take too long. 4 or 5 days at the most. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, what is Linda hiding from Keith and when will she file for divorce?
I wouldn't say necessarily hiding because Linda isn't in the habit of doing so. So everything seems to be pretty much in the open. Divorced, though, I hear isn't happening until around July. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, when will Keith and I come back together for good?
Permanently, August. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Pam. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Anna Stewart. Hello,
Hey,
Anna.
Anna.
Who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Anna's first question here is, hi there.
Hi.
For my dog Shell's surgery, is it necessary to have Dr. Grasso, an anesthesiologist, present in order to have her wake up after? It costs a lot more. It costs a lot more, but I would do it if we were going to make that difference.
Yeah, I do hear that it is important just because what they're saying to me is that the dog is at risk of not waking up. So it is definitely an important thing, honey. Yeah, I wouldn't not. Yeah.
All right, her next question is, feeling a bit unwell this morning. Did I catch a cold or something?
No, I don't get that you're sick, so I wouldn't worry about that. It just feels to me like maybe not as much of a restful sleep as you were hoping for. That's really what it feels like to me more so. To drink lots of fluids just in general so that you can flush your system, but it really does feel to me like just lack of sleep. Yeah.
All right, and Anna's last question is, as you know, I've been looking for a house in Nova Scotia. Would
Mhm.
looking in Quebec be a higher alignment?
No. I get no right away. Yeah, you won't be happy there. You wouldn't enjoy it. Yeah. Nova Scotia is your people.
All right, thank you so much, Anna. That's it for her. And thank you so much, Camzy, for the roses.
Oh, thank you, honey.
All right, our next question here is from Huelva Arredondo.
Hi,
Welcome
Hab.
back, Huelva.
Mhm.
She gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Her first question is, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Do you see anything going on with my brother Luisi's health? He has a scare yesterday with his 12-year-old daughter running away from home due to an argument with her mom.
Yeah, you know, they say the stress of things, not just that situation, but the stress is definitely impacting and affecting his well-being and his heart, I hear. So, tell him he needs to do something to really de-stress himself. They show him doing like exercise, so maybe he needs to just go to the gym, but he has to let it out somehow, okay? Because he's tense. Everything's tight, tight, tight. It just feels like everything is tight. So he really needs to let go of that energy. Yeah.
All right, her next question is, how can they help her?
You know, it's hard. She is somebody who is very sensitive. I hear it's school related. So whoever she is interacting with at school seems to be an issue or seems to be the catalyst to things. I don't know if you guys know this about her, but I do feel like there is a bit of like, we'll say it's bullying. They wouldn't consider it bullying, but it is bullying is what I hear. Okay. So she's being picked on is what I'm getting. So that's where a lot of that anger and that like the expression that she has is because she's so frustrated because the way that it's being done is so subtle that it could be deemed not bullying is what I hear. Okay. So they're getting away with it basically.
All right, and her last question is, I've been seeing the number 69 often. What does that mean?
Well, I mean, the number itself I hear is significant for you. 6 and 9, what does that add up to? 15 is 6, right? 6 plus 9 is 15 and then 6. Yeah. I'm terrible this way. So it really feels to me more like it's the 6 that they're trying to say, not so much the 69. So although the 69 is important, it feels to me like 6 is your power number, and that's why you're seeing that. So it's almost like when you're doing important things, signing paperwork or making big decisions, the 6th of the month is the best time to do that. So that's kind of a power number is what they're saying to me. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Huelva. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Erin Early.
Hello, Erin.
She gets 3 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, good morning.
Good morning.
Will Eric and Amber get the punishment they deserve or just a slap on the wrist?
Yeah, it feels like a slap, unfortunately, but there's always balance, honey. And you know, it is always going to end up being the balance that it needs to be. Okay.
All right, her next question is, past life, please.
I don't know if we talked about your druid past life, but they're talking about it right now as being one that you do want to work through. It does feel like there is some residual energy that you should be tapping into, especially obviously with nature. Druids were very much connected to nature. So they really do focus their attention there. Okay.
All right, and her last question is, what do my guides want me to work on?
Right now, currently, it does feel to me like closing doors. So they're showing you closing doors, closing doors, closing doors. So closing off energy that's, basically we're ending any energies that no longer serve us, not allowing people to take advantage anymore, not allowing people to drain us, not allowing people to get in anymore. So this is a year where we're closing doors to people that no longer serve us in a good way. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it
Mm-hmm.
for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Whitney Ashford. Hello, Whitney.
Hey,
Who
Whitney.
gets 3 questions.
All right.
Whitney's first question here is, good morning, B
Good
and
morning.
Rebecca. Is the timeline of Max reaching out this month and being together in May still on track?
So I still hear, yeah. It does feel like you two will connect this month. It does feel to me like it's more towards the third week of February. But yeah, they're saying it's still on track. Yep.
All right. Her next question is, you previously said I need to let go of the fear of Max not coming back. Tips on how to do this?
It can be very difficult. So when you find yourself in a repetitive way of thinking, so you feel yourself worrying and stressing and just constantly thinking, oh, it's not happening, it's not happening. The best way to deal with that is to distract yourself, like move your thoughts to something else. So start focusing on what it would be like to have Max here already, and what is it like to have Max in your life already, and move your vibration into it's already happening. Okay. Another nice way of dealing with that kind of energy is also writing out. It's called scripting. So you're going to write out the things that are what you want as if they've already happened. So you write yourself a letter and you just write all the things that you want to see happen in your life in this next few months down on a piece of paper, and you just put it in your nightstand or put it under the bed or wherever you want to put it, but you just put it away, and that will help manifest those feelings as well. And just don't put the energy into the worry. Yeah, it's redirection.
All right. And Whitney's last question here is, do Max and I have past lives together? Is he a soulmate?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You guys have had many lives together. There have been some lives. So you have had lives where you guys were not friendly with each other. So there was some roles where you did play a little nasty with each other. But for the most part, you guys have had quite a few lives where you were together, partners, family, that type of thing. So yeah, you've had both. You've had both experiences. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question is from Janice Thurman, who
Hey,
gets
Janice.
3 questions.
Okay.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Janice's first question here is, good morning.
Good morning.
Yesterday you told me that Charlie and I have a romantic future together, but can you see a timeline on when this will happen?
So they're saying around October, honey.
All right. Her next question is, Charlie has not been as open and talkative lately, so I thought maybe I did something to upset him, but you
No.
stated he just had something unrelated to me going
Yeah.
on. Is there anything I should be doing to make him feel safe? Can you see what it is holding him back, or just continue on the way I am and not bring it up or push him?
Yeah, if you push too much, you're going to push away. I hear the best thing honestly is just be open and be a friend. That is the most important thing, because that's how we build trust and how we build that confidence between each other. Okay. The official relationship will be in October, but you guys come close, you come together in many ways during that time. Okay. So it's not like you have to wait all the way until then before anything gets really good. It's just that's when things get really serious, is what I hear. Okay. So just relax, be yourself, and just don't push too hard, because if you push too hard, you're going to push them away.
All right, and her last question is, does Charlie have people he talks to about me that are either pushing him towards me or maybe away from me?
Nobody that's doing that. No. I do hear that you've been talked about, maybe not by name, so that you've been mentioned, or like the situation has been mentioned, but not necessarily your name. Nobody's pushing him towards or away. It's just in general, he talks about you as a person in his life, basically. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's it for Janice.
All right.
Our next question here is from Vanessa H.
Hey,
Welcome
Vanessa.
back, who gets 5 questions.
Perfect.
Her first question here is, we spoke about my husband Derek leaving before it was February now. Oh, sorry. We spoke about my husband Derek leaving before it was February, now July. I just want him gone. Why is he staying?
Stubborn. It's not so easy to leave, is what I hear. It really feels like it's scary, and once I make that step, I can't come back, is what it feels like. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, will this mess up me meeting my forever person in May?
No, because you two have already disentangled.
All right. Her next question is, what crystals do you recommend for me?
So I see gold obsidian. Okay, gold sheen obsidian is what it's called. Amethyst and okay, green aventurine. So the green aventurine is for the heart support. The gold obsidian, gold sheen obsidian is going to help with blocking any of the energies that are coming at you, especially with the relationship stuff. And then the amethyst is for psychic protection for you in particular. That's what it's for.
All right. Her next question is, will my daughter get SSDI?
Not right away. It looks like you guys are going to have to do something to get it to happen. So you might apply for it, but you may have to like appeal or apply again. It looks like it's not going to happen just like easy. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, anything from my guides?
I would say for you, although things are not necessarily falling into place as easily as you want them to, they are moving in the background. Okay, honey, you don't have to do anything to make it happen other than just declare and state what you want. You don't have to know how it's going to happen. You just have to have it faith for it. Okay. When it comes to your husband moving out, a nice way to get that to happen is to actually see him packing boxes and taking the boxes out of the house. Okay. This will move that timeline a little bit sooner. And I know for you, once that happens, you'll be able to breathe. So that would be where I would focus my energy for now is just having that timeline move faster. We can move timelines up easily. So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Tracy M, who gets 3 questions.
All right. Hi, Tracy.
Her first question here is, any concerns I should have about my granddaughter's home life when she is not staying with us?
So I'm not getting like huge warning bells. It's definitely different from your place. It's a little stricter, I hear. But I'm not getting like, oh my gosh, we got to call Child Protective Services or anything like that. So I'm not getting any warnings that way. It's just a bit stricter and maybe not. It's not going to compare to your space. It's very different. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, any increased finances in my future?
Not this year. It doesn't look like there's going to be much. You are stable financially. I'm not seeing a surplus though.
All right. And her last question is, will I be able to pay off my tax debt anytime soon?
It looks like you're gonna have to make payments on it, but you will be able to pay it off. It's just in installments is what they're showing me.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Hanan Abdullah, who
Hi,
gets
honey.
3 questions.
All right.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Hanan's first question here is, hi, ladies. Hope all is well.
You
It's been
too.
a long time.
Yeah.
She says, I'm tired from the drama happening to me in my love life. When will I find my true love?
So, they do say to you, it is happening this year, honey. I would say before you have the person come in, you have to clear out these old guys, clear out that energy. Okay. It's as soon as 4 months, but you got to do the clearing first. Okay. So when you do the clearing, it's through meditation. It's, asking what is in my way? What do I need to still let go of? Who am I still hanging on to? And once you've removed that energy, it leaves room for the new person to come in. Okay.
All right. Her next question is, can you describe my partner? Please elaborate.
Yeah. So I see, so they're showing me the eyebrows first. Thick eyebrows, dark hair, dark eyes, a little bit of an olive complexion is what I'm seeing. Tall, slender built, dresses very like high class. So the clothing are not cheap. They like a nicey things is what I hear. So definitely very much into fancier attire. Okay. Yeah. The eyebrows are the things that they show me first, so that stands out more than anything. Yeah.
All right. And Hanan's last question is, when do you see me changing my job?
So they're saying it's about 1.5 years before you actually leave this job and find something that's suitable that can sustain you.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
And thank you so much for all of the gifts. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Camzy, Kia, She Wrote, and Sarah. You guys are great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our next question here is from, actually, Hanan gets one more.
Okay.
1 second. All right. Hanan's last question then is, do you see me passing my ACCA exam, taxation, in March?
Yes. Yeah. No problem, I hear.
All right. Thank you, Hanan.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Poonam, for the roses.
Aw, thank you, honey.
Our next question is from Melissa Bray. Hello,
Hello
Melissa,
again.
who gets 3 questions.
Hmm.
Her first question is, will I ever hear from John again? If so, when?
So I do feel like yes. They're saying it's not going to be for months, so it's still a long time away. By the time you hear from him, honey, though, you will have already found somebody and moved on.
All right. Her next question is, just clarity on what you mean we're in different places energetically. Where is he at?
So emotionally, you're ready for a relationship. Emotionally, John is not. John is very closed off. He's very afraid. Fear is what controls him. With you, you're like, I'm ready to try. I don't care about the situation. I'm ready to try. But John is not there.
All right. And Melissa's last question is, me and my ex are getting on probably better than we ever have lately. Just a general on him. Thanks, girls.
Yeah. So they still say that this is not the way to go, because going backwards to somebody that you've already had an experience with and it didn't work out and it isn't the right person for you is not necessarily a good idea. I hear that the only reason why it's working out is because right now for them, they're open and receptive, but it changes. So they're not going to stay the way that they're presenting themselves, if that makes sense. Okay. And for you, I know you're lonely. And so you're a little bit more open and receptive to this individual. And if you were in a different place, you wouldn't be, is what I hear. Okay. So work through that feeling, work through that energy. And they really say that this is not the way to go. Okay.
She said, yes, LOL. You're spot on.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Pauline Tedesco, who gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Pauline's first question here is, I'm giving Patrick space. Will he make effort to have me in his life, and will we ever be in a committed relationship, or is this just physical?
So it's definitely very much motivated by physical, I hear. But it is more than just physical, okay? The space is good. It is important to show your boundaries, okay? I do hear don't give too much space though, because too much space will backfire.
All right. Her next question is, will I be moving into my own place this year, and when?
Yeah. I hear by June. Yeah. So by the summer.
All right. And Pauline's last question is, have I met my forever person yet? When will I meet them?
No,
Do you have initials?
Yeah, you haven't. So they do show me J as the person. It does look like it's later this year that you're going to meet this individual. So they are coming in and they're saying fall. So later this year.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Anastasia Christie, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Welcome back again.
Mm-hmm.
Her first question here is, it's me again. Last night while trying to sleep, I had a buzzing noise in both of my ears. I thought it was anxiety related, but then, not sure how to better describe this, I felt like the buzzing sound went from one ear to another, like someone was trying to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be that someone of my guides was trying to communicate with me, or was it anxiety related?
No, it was definitely your guides. So sometimes it can come through and it almost sounds like that, right? And it almost feels like you can hear conversation or you can hear words, but it's like kind of like that, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it kind of feels like. And the fact that it was going from one side to the other was them trying to make you hear them in a more conscious way. Okay. So it definitely was not anxiety related. I hear that it was your guide trying to talk to you, trying to give that communication. Next time, just try visualizing, like, I know it sounds silly, but it works really well. Visualizing like you're turning up the volume on your ear. You're turning up the volume to hear them better. Okay. And if that for you is hard, then try just visualizing what you think the words might be, and you'll be able to hear them a little more clearly. Okay. It just takes a bit of practice.
All right. She said yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of freaky when it first happens, but it's great.
All right. Her next question is, I know how it is looking for some answers, but sometimes you might not be able to afford it. So I would like to donate my next 2 questions.
Aww. Aww,
That's
so sweet.
All right, let's give Anastasia a big thank you. She's giving away her last 2 questions to 2 of you here in the comments.
So sweet.
That is so generous.
Yeah.
All right. The first one that I see here is from Camilla. Camilla says, "When will I become engaged?"
So they say 2025 for you, honey. Yeah.
All right. And our other question here is for, let's see here, from Pia. Pia says, "Will I get my US work visa?"
So yes, you will. It is a bit delayed, I hear. So there is a bit of a wait time for it, but yes, you will get it.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you, Anastasia, for
Yes,
donating
honey.
those
Thank you so much.
questions. Also, thank you for all of the gifts. Thank you, Sarah, Sonia, and Kimber. You guys
Aw,
are
thanks,
great.
guys.
All right. Next question here on our list is from Poonam K. Hello
Hi,
again.
Poonam.
Poonam gets 3 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, one second. All right. Poonam's first question is, "Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Is my mom coming home today from the hospital?"
I hear she is. Yeah, and she's doing okay, honey. Yeah.
All right. Poonam's next question is my husband's work going to get better soon?"
It will pick up. You're gonna see a shift in March. Yeah.
All right. And Poonam's last question is general, please.
Yeah, so you have a lot happening over the next 3 months. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but it is super important that you do keep yourself grounded and you don't get carried away with the momentum of things because you can get very overwhelmed, okay? Do not burn the candle on both ends. They're showing me. No. Show me the candle burning and they're like, "No. Don't burn yourself out for anybody, okay? Work or family or anybody. That's very important."
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question is from Camilla Hellum, who gets
Hello.
3 questions.
All right.
Camilla's first question here is, "Hi.
Hi.
I sent you a question before about when I will be pregnant. Do you have a more specific month?"
Okay, so I do hear that there is already a soul floating around you, honey. It could be as quickly as 3 months from now. Yeah, it's floating around you. So you really just have to say, "I'm ready." Is what they're saying. It could be right now if you wanted, but you have to be ready, is what they're telling me, okay?
All right. Camilla's next question is, "When will the baby be born?"
So it does feel like a fall baby. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, "Do you hear something about how I will become pregnant? Do I need extra medicine or something like that?"
You don't. No, you really literally just need to declare you're ready and feel ready. So if you have any fear or resistance, you won't get pregnant right away. Okay. But if you allow it, I know it sounds funny, it will happen. A lot of my clients who have had issues getting pregnant, what I have them do is I actually have them, visualize holding their baby. So as you're going to sleep, just before you go to sleep, visualize yourself rocking your baby. Okay. And I know that it can be a new concept for people, but I will say like 100% of my clients have done this, have gotten pregnant. So visualize yourself rocking your baby. You want to be moving because in that movement, the subconscious mind will work on that. If it's stagnant or not moving, it just doesn't anchor in our mind the same way. Okay. Yeah. All you have to do is eat properly and get yourself ready. That's it. You don't need medications or anything like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Camilla.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question is from Jessica C. Hello.
Hey, Jessica.
Who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, "How did Nigel feel about me going out Saturday night? He always makes it seem like he doesn't care about
He
the things
totally
I do."
cares. He was upset, I hear. He definitely did care. He just blows it off or plays it off like it's not a big deal, but it totally was. It totally was, I hear.
All right. Her next question is, "It's been over 3 years and Nigel still hasn't kissed me. Why? I'm too scared to make the move."
Don't be scared. Just do it. What's he going to say? He's going to be okay with it. So I would just do it. It does feel to me like with Nigel, that physical aspect of things it's not necessary to show that I care. That's why. But if you need it and you want it, give him a kiss.
All right. Her next question is, "You had said yesterday that it would be best to write things I need to communicate to Nigel in a letter or text form as a way to get my point across in a calm way because he shuts down and ignores me during confrontation. I've sent texts to him in the past, but he still doesn't respond to me. Even though he doesn't respond, is he seeing where I'm coming from and taking it in and willing to make the changes?
So I would say he definitely does see where you're coming from. What I would recommend, honey, is writing the letter and then giving it to him while you're there. And say, this is something I feel I need to talk to you about, and I don't want it to come across the wrong way. So I've written it out in a letter, and I'd like for you to read it while I'm here, and then let's discuss it. All right. That's the best way to get across to him because it's less emotional. He just doesn't do well with emotions. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, when will the court make their final decision for sole custody and child support? My lawyer says I will get everything I've asked for. What do you see? My kid's father has been non-responsive throughout the whole process.
Yeah. So it does feel to me like it's finalized. They're saying 4 months. So 4 months is, what are we? So February, March, April, May, June. So by June. Yeah. It just takes a bit of time because of the processing of everything, right?
All right. And her last question is, what does the future hold for my son and my daughter?
I mean, you don't have to worry about them at all. They show me a lot of light and a lot of protection. I also hear music. So I think for your daughter, something about music is very important. You don't have to worry about your kids, honey. You did a good job with them is what I hear. Yeah. Even though there's some complication around it with, co-parenting and all that stuff, you did a good job. You don't have to worry about them.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Audra Grogan.
Hello again.
Audra. She gets 3 questions here.
Okay.
Audra's first question is, hi, ladies.
Hi.
I'm back again. I trust your word. Will we buy a house anytime soon?
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be early 2026. So it does feel to me like around this time in 2026 is what I hear. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, my daughter is pregnant. Will her marriage work out?
Oh, no. I heard no. Unfortunately, it's not going to. This isn't going to fix it. Yeah. Sorry, honey.
All right.
She'll work through it, though.
And Audra's last question is, do you see anything exciting in my future I need to know about?
Exciting. I mean, a child coming into the family is pretty cool and exciting. I do see that there is going to be a trip, and it does look like it is overseas. So it is somewhere nice and tropical and beautiful. And it does feel like you're going with 2 other people. So yeah, that is always exciting, right? I love travel. So
all right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
all right.
Our next question here is from BP.
Hello again.
She gets 3 more questions.
All right.
Her first question here is, James and I have come a long way since last year this time.
Yes.
I feel grateful for his change, yet I still feel a small sense of emptiness with us. Do you still hear by April we'll finally be together?
Yeah, things are shifting in the right direction, honey. And the fact that you were there to support him and have been there to support him over the past few months, it's been significant to him. He may not be good at showing it, but he feels it. Yeah.
Her next question is, I feel I may have done a bad job at consoling James yesterday. It may just be me. Does he feel I consoled him properly and helped him feel loved? I want him to feel I'm a good woman in that way.
Yes, honey, you did just fine. I think you just, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself that you don't need to do. You definitely were very supportive for him. And without you there, he probably would have been a lot worse. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, will we hang out again this week or weekend day?
It looks like it might be next week that you guys actually hang out. I'm hearing not this week. So it is next week, they're saying. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for her.
All right.
Our next question here is from Shuna Norton.
Hi,
Hello,
Shuna.
Who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Shuna's first question here is, good morning,
Good
Rebecca
morning,
and
honey.
Dee. Did any of my kids, Kylie, Kira, or Cooper, have past lives? Thank you.
Oh, yeah. They've all had past lives. Yeah. They're old souls, I hear. They've been around for a long time, honey. You don't have to, you don't even have to question that. I will say with Kira, she's probably had the most traumatic of the past lives, but yeah, they've all had past lives. Yes.
All right. Her next question is, not sure how to phrase this question, but we've talked about past lives and soul contracts.
Yes.
I know that you stated Chad, H, and I have had several past lives together. In this lifetime, we both had very difficult relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason why we didn't go back to the person that we knew from our great past lives and instead chose a different partner to go through the hardship that we went through?
Yeah, so we always have, you almost got to think of it like a script. There's a certain path that we pre-program for ourselves. Now, we don't always follow that path, but it is put on this is what we pick, this is what we want to experience, and then we can go off, and you two did put each other together. It's just that sometimes it takes a little bit of time for us to get there. And sometimes we have to have other experiences to be able to value when we come together. So we do put other people in alignment with us for temporary experiences so that when we do come together, we recognize that, oh, this is what I wanted the whole time, kind of thing. Okay. So it's such a tricky way that we do it, but it is to really make it so that we understand that this is the companion we're looking for.
All right. Her next question is, will Kylie marrying Dylan be a good marriage?
Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah.
All right. Shuna's next question is, my best friend Brandy's daughter Erica just had her baby boy yesterday morning, Logan Jean. He came
Love it.
early and does need some assistance with breathing, and she's got high blood pressure right now. Will they
Mhm.
both recover well?
They will. Yeah. It's going to be okay. It's I hear it was like what do they call it when the swelling and all that happens? I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, that was the reason why the baby had to come sooner. It's going to be just fine. The baby is going to need a little bit more attention than mom. But everybody seems to recover pretty well, I hear.
All right. And Shuna's last question, she says, can I email? Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Shuna.
Yeah.
That's it for her.
All right.
And thank you so much for all of the gifts.
Aw,
You guys
thanks,
are
guys.
amazing. Thank you so much, Zaria and Tracy. All right. Our next question here is from Kimber Pell. And
Hello.
Kimber is our last question here on
Oh,
our
wow.
list. Hello.
Hi.
All right. Kimber gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Her first question here is, hello again.
Hello
Just
again.
curious how my mom is doing.
So mom energy feels fine. I do hear lethargic a little bit, but that's like I'm sleepy is what I'm hearing. I'm not sure why she's saying that, but that's what I'm hearing. Sleepy, I'm sleepy.
All right.
Yeah.
Her next question is, will my business start growing by the end of the month?
No, it's not going to be by the end of February. It looks like it's going to be more towards end of March, beginning of April that you're going to see significance. Yeah. Sorry, honey. I know you wanted sooner.
All right. Her next question is, how is my daughter Carly doing? Heading back from Hawaii.
A little anxious, but that's traveling. That can happen. Doing fine though. I don't get any kind of like you have to worry about her. Okay, so I don't want you to be concerned. She's gonna be just fine. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Kimber. And that is it for her. And that's it for
That's
our
it.
list.
All right.
And we are super close to our like goal, everyone. Just keep on tapping. We're at 7.7 thousand likes.
That's great. 777.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Once we make it to that 80,000 likes, we will do our 5 free questions. Unless you want to do it now
Let's
and
just
then
do
do
it
the
now.
giveaways.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
our
We'll do the
5 free
giveaways
now.
afterwards because you guys are definitely gonna hit it.
All right.
All right. 5 free questions.
Yay! Thank you so much, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our first free question here. Because I was typing 5 free.
That's all right.
All right, our first free question is from Karina. Karina says, will I overcome my anxiety? Feeling overwhelmed lately.
You will, honey. I hear for you more than anything, you need grounding. So the best way to do that is if you can get out into nature. I know it's not always easy when it's winter, but getting out into nature, taking off your shoes and stepping on the ground is the best way. If you can't do that, then through meditation and learning breathing techniques, this will help you as well. So when you are feeling that anxious energy, you want to slow your breathing down. Okay. So and just focus on your breathing. But you really do need to learn some grounding techniques, okay?
All right, our next free question here is from Carmen. Carmen says, will Adrian still reach out this week?
I am hearing, yeah, you two are going to connect, yes.
All right, our next question is from Tate. Tate says, will Spencer return?
Ooh, I got no. Unfortunately, that feels to me like it's not going to work.
All right, our next question is from, let's see here. Veronica, who says, is Jeremy only interested in me physically?
No, not at all. No. Yes, I'm interested in you physically, I hear, but I also enjoy your company as well. Yeah. It's not just physical.
All right. And our last free question here is from Kyla. Kyla says, is Kevin the one?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. You guys
great.
did a great job tapping.
Yes, you did.
Before we go to our giveaways, we just have a quick clarification question from Kay.
Okay.
1 second. All right. Kay's question here is, hello, I just wanted to rewrite to clarify. You said that the restriction in my arms for my autoimmune is serious. By serious, like life-threatening. I'm a bit anxious about that.
I wouldn't say it's life-threatening, honey, but it's not something to be ignored. I would go and get it checked for sure. It is swelling that is causing the issue, so you do want to have that looked at. You don't ever want to leave something like that, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And now we can do our giveaways.
Giveaway
Yay! Thank you so much,
time.
everyone.
All right. So we're going to do a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers, and a live audience member. If you've been here before, put your name in with a purple heart. If you're brand new, put your name in with a yellow heart. I will talk a little bit about our email lists and stuff like that while you're putting in your names. So we do have a sign up list. If you want to be notified when I'm going live or when email questions are on, or, we have a bunch of stuff planned for this year, and you want to be in the loop, go sign up through my emailing list. It's in the link in the bio. I'm also on Instagram and YouTube, so follow me there too. And if you're not already following me here, please follow me here. All right.
We'll do our subscriber winner first. Thank you so
Subscriber.
much. That was such a cute corgi,
Aw.
Erin.
I like the corgis.
All right.
All right, let's do 5 scrolls.
Sounds good.
All right.
For our subscriber winner.
first.
Ready?
Yeah.
1,
2, 3, 4, and 5.
Our winner is Vanessa. Vanessa, my Nessa for you. Congratulations.
I like it. Vanessa, my Nessa, for you. You have an extra question. That's fun to say. All right, honey. So what you're going to do is you're going to head up to the link in my bio, click the link, go to the I am a winner page, fill out the information there. You want an extra question. Thank you so much for being a subscriber.
All right. Next is our audience member.
Audience member. Let's do 3.
Sounds good.
'Kay.
Ready?
Go.
1,
2, and 3.
Our winner is Toya Anasasi 1.
Can I say that one? Toya Anasasi 1. All right, you want an extra question, honey? So you're going to head over to the link in my bio, go to the I am a winner page, fill out the information there. You want an extra question. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the live.
Congratulations. All right. Oh, and we have just a quick clarification before we do our top gifter, okay?
Sure.
From Jessica C.
Okay.
I don't think she heard it. 1 second here. All right. Jessica C's question is, will I get sole custody and child support that my lawyer says I will get?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That isn't a clarification, though. That is another question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So make sure you're checking those, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. And now it is time for our
Top gifter.
Our top gifter
I don't know if you can hear that.
is Sarah Miller.
Sarah Miller, thank you,
so
honey.
much.
What'd you get? You got an extra question, honey. Yay. You know what to do. Head up to the link in my bio, click the link, go to the I am a winner page, fill out the information there. You want an extra question. Thank you for all the presents.
Thank you so much, everyone. You guys have been great.
Yes, we'll be back on live later today, so make sure you are signed up on our email list, okay? Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone.